Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Production Line, where in the previous episode we started our work on our super mega, potentially car per 30 in-game seconds factory. This is what we got so far. So much going on. Yeah, we've done the first little bit. We spent most of the episode just working on what we were doing. So there's our chassis production. This is only for a car every 120 in-game seconds, but that's just so that we have something operational. We'll get that set up by doing all the different bits in the different sections of the factory. Once that's in place, we'll have it making cars, and then we can upgrade it bit by bit until we hopefully have a car being made every 30 seconds, which translates, I think, is it to a car every 5 actual seconds? I've forgotten the ratios already. They changed the thing halfway through. I think it comes out as a car per second. Whereas what we're aiming for at the moment is a car per 4 seconds. That's what we've ended up going for. So we got the first little bit. Let's continue. That's the chassis stuff. We're going to do the body stuff in... I think it's going to be both of these two sections here, but seeing as we're only doing a smaller, like, test run, essentially, of it at the moment, what I'm going to do is just set it up, like, here, and then run it back down. That way we can save money on not immediately starting to rent these, then paint over here. And then I forget exactly how the rest was arranged. I think it's... accessories and electronics just sort of mushed together or whatever. Oh no, I've missed engine and accessories and then electronics around here and stuff. Also, stuff has happened. There's been 2 small updates since the last episode. Couple of changes here. I think there's a new tab. They've split things up differently. So there's the showroom. There's our car, and then there's car designs. Also, I believe they've reset our price, so I'm just going to stick this back at what it was. 50% should still sell fine unless they've changed the selling algorithms or whatever. A couple of tweaks here. I think this has been updated maybe. Lots of little things here and there, all that sort of thing. The money's been fixed, so there's not this weird spiking anymore. Money's going alright for the moment, continuing to rise. I think this stuff is all similar. I think there's new art maybe here on some of the stuff. Or they've just put the art in where it wasn't before. They're doing the market value of the different upgrades. I don't know if this was here before. Everything's immediately dipped from what it was previously and is now actually volatile rather than just staying at one solid amount. That's all the same. Also, there's a little bit of new research. So we've got high output power plants. We can upgrade our power plants even more, I think, than we already could. Yeah, because we already had power plant efficiency. I guess a high output power plant, is that a separate structure entirely then? I guess it is. That's a bit weird. And then research centers. I don't know if that's just like... similar to that of it's the same structure, it just does the thing more. And then I think there's some, yeah, there's at the bottom we also now have the spoiler upgrade, which we can add to the fit trunk section. Also, there's a new step in production somewhere around here. Yeah, there we go. Fit dashboard. I think that is a new one. So basically, my spreadsheet's been ruined, just in a couple of little ways. For the moment, I'm just going to carry on as normal, and then once I've got the things built, I can actually look at how they act. Because I need to see what the... like, I know the building... like, it says it takes 1 minute, but what will that be once you've accounted for any accessories that are added to it, any upgrades to it, including the robot speed-up stuff and so on. So, we'll build it, we'll look at it, we'll add it to the thing then and work that out. For the moment, it's not a particularly urgent thing to deal with, but what we need to do is rebuild our research offices now that it matters again. I don't know if there's a particular rush to do this stuff. Let's set up... I'm tempted to just do 1. Let's just try 1, and the research will be done in about 1,000,000 years. And we'll start with research centers so that we can use a research center to do the final bit of science. So yeah, we're getting 0.13 research points per minute. We need 2,000. Okay, we'll add in a couple more facilities. Oh wait, there's a... there we go. Yes, a research center. There we go. It's got 50% more employees, more power demand, slightly more cost, and I guess it does research twice as fast or something. So how about now? Now we're making 0.5 point per minute. It's still... it is in-game minutes though, actually, isn't it? In-game minutes are really quick. It's fine. We'll leave it at that. So we won't get interrupted every 5 seconds, and there's no particular urgency to those 3 researches right now, I don't think. Okay, so we're going to assemble the body. So let's just open up all the little sub-menus. Every single one. Some of these are manufacture, but whatever. So we're starting with a roll cage. Now, what do we need of this? Roll cage, we need 2 of them. I'm just going to start this here. Oh, this is huge. It's annoying. Start it there, and we need 2 of these. So, second roll cage one. There is nice, compresses it a little bit. Next up, we've got the hood, and we need 1 of those. Oh, that's... Really? You're just being mean. I'm going to plonk it there. Following that, we need 2 fit trunks. 1, 2, and then bumpers. What do we need? Oh, this is split into front and rear bumpers. Front bumpers, we need 1. Rear bumpers, we need 2. Well, isn't that awkward? Okay. Front bumper 1. Rear bumper 2. Then we need bottom trim 1. There's that. Put that there. And then we need... Oh, by the way, I'm consulting my spreadsheets if you're wondering why I just stopped moving while I'm working out the next thing. It's because I'm looking over at the spreadsheet with all the ratios. What are we up to? We've just done bottom trim. Now we need front arch. That's 1. And I think rear arch is also 1. Yes, it is. Then after rear arch, it's vent, 1 of those. And I never opened these menus down here. That's because there's nothing in that one, but there is something in this one. So we've just fit the vent. After that, 3 roof assemblies. Because they're slow as anything, apparently. Oh, and they're huge as well. That's just the worst. 1, 2, and I'm tempted to just do something like this, really. Ultimately, it would save on space, but this is a temporary structure, so we'll go with it. So that's fit roof, that's 3. Then door panels, need 2 of those. These are huge as well, but it doesn't matter so much because the previous things are. Wait, what was it? Yeah, door panels, 2 of those. Following that, windows, 2 of those as well. Windows. We'll just line these up directly with the ones behind them. Save on a bit of space there. And then finally, wing mirrors 1. There's the wing mirrors. Stick it there. Now we'll sort out all of the belts. Just close that now. We no longer need it. Conveyors. Okay. Run this like so. Down this way. Split this way. Merge again. This way. Split. Merge again. Now, some people have said, why not on some of the parts of the factory, when there's like 2, then 1, then 2, just make it 2, then 2, then 2, and then I can make it a lot more compressed, which is not a bad idea. It's a very good way of improving the sort of space efficiency. There we go. Space efficiency of the design. But what I'm more concerned about is how many actual assembly sections I'm using, because like, I don't think conveyor belts have any sort of continuous cost. I'd be very surprised if they did. I mean, apart from power, I guess, that would be a thing. No employees, there's a power demand of 60. Which is not negligible, actually. Then again, the power demand, like, can I look at one of these? Power demand, yeah, significantly more. So it's like, it's fine to have, like, a couple of extra belts for 1 less assembly station. Still, I think it means that overall the power production is slightly increased, but the employee number is kept as low as it possibly can be, which is the thing that I'm most concerned about. I imagine it's relatively expensive. So, oh, the number of cars is boosting. Wait a minute. So the showroom's showing all the different kind. Okay, I was a bit worried there that there were 20 different designs, but it's just showing each car individually. That's continuing to go up. Let me look at the details. This is still 50%. It's not changed. I'm going to reduce it to 45 and see what happens. It was dropping. Yeah, it overall looks like it's going down now. Steadily, which is fine. Okay, maybe not. It's just hanging around in the mid-40s. I don't want that many cars sat around not doing anything. Makes me worried about my money situation. That's not money. Here's money. Oh yeah, it's... Well, I mean, I'm spending a lot on all the things I'm building, so that's part of it. But yeah, it's very suddenly stopped rising, and now I'm scared. Please sell cars quicker. That's the point. Maybe, is it actually changing the prices of the cars already in the showroom? Yeah, it is changing those. So they should be more likely to sell now. There we go. Numbers dropping now. I've dropped it down to 40. So that's fine. Alright, as we were. So yeah, I think overall the employee cost means that it makes more sense to, in terms of money, to have the minimum number of actual stations. Even though if I didn't mess with that, then I could potentially fit more overall factory into, or more production lines into the factory, and thus make more money overall. Is this gonna? Come on! Why won't you do? Why won't it merge? Just merge. Do it. What if I'm just gonna delete all of it and try again from a different angle? And then that way, there we go, and then you join up there. There we go, now it's fine. Yeah, that's all working. Okay, they're continuing on. This one to here, this one to here. This one merge up. What? What? It's not even the right direction. Why would you... What logic is this? None of the other components decided that was a good idea. Anyway, that's that section complete. Now we just need to connect a million resource conveyors. And I forgot to account for... Are there any importers along here? There's one here, and I can't place it because there's... Oh, but actually that belt was messed up anyway, so it's a good job that it highlighted that particular issue there. Go there, and then there. It's close enough. It works. It's functional. Everything's fine. Right, run this along to here. And I noticed that they have now changed it so that you stay with this view even when not actually placing them, which is nice, so you can see what you're placing before you place it. Very good. The developer is definitely listening to feedback, which is always wonderful. Oh, don't need to do anything more there. And then this too. I keep trying to connect it up to there when I don't actually need to. As long as I get it to there, then the connection is made anyway. And again, I didn't need to do it there. Yeah, just have to do that much, and then it's all fine. Oh, there's another one here. There we go. That is everything connected. Everything being supplied. The only thing that's missing now is the actual cars to come through from here. How's the money? Oh, going up again. There may be an increased market saturation system going on nowadays, so that we keep having to drop the prices of the cars more to be able to continue selling them, and that does not bode well for our finances, and that's not our finances, they're our finances. Yeah. A little bit worried. Let's run this, the 2 million miles, down to everything else. How does it connect up here? We want this, and whoop. I want to just do like straight lines, less corners, always nice. Comes from the old Factorio days when the corners actually mattered, and now they don't, but we still do it anyway. Just because it looks nice. There we go, the cars are being sent along at a decent enough pace. Except I never finished connecting the thing up at this here. There we go. Now an even more decent pace. Excellent, and that should be enough to get this all running nice and quick. It's very quickly going to get to the end here anyway. And we just finished with the research center. Fantastic. Let's next work on high output power plant. And I'm going to see what these research sensors are all about. What is this? It's bigger. But how much does it... doesn't actually tell us how much science it generates. I guess I'll just plonk one down. And how's our science generation now? Yeah, so it does twice as much science production as any one of these, but for cheaper. Thinking about it, selling those probably wasn't a very good way of doing it because I've just lost half the money permanently, but whatever. Now we've got the same production rate with less overall cost and so on. And so soon enough that science will be done and everything will be good. That'll probably be next episode actually, depending on how quickly I actually got the science running today. Ooh, what's going on here? No route to stockpile. What did I miss? And the problem is, why are no rear arches being delivered? This is strange. build one there or something? I don't know. This is rear arch, so I'm just going to delete this and rebuild it, because I reckon something's glitched. Also, I broke that. Oops, wrong thing. Body. What would it be in? It's the body frame, isn't it? Of course. So yeah, front arch, rear arch we need. I'll get back down, and now they're being delivered. Yeah, so I don't know, not a clue, but now it's working, so everything's fine. So yeah, plenty of room in this to expand this to the full amount we want, because we're going to be making cars 4 times as fast. That's the ultimate plan. And it won't take quite as much as 4 times as many assemblies, just because of the efficiencies you get from expanding it out a bit. So like there's certain things where you need 2 of them to make a car every 2 minutes, but to make one every 30 seconds, you only need 5 rather than 8 or whatever. Alright. So next is paint. Paint is the interesting one, though it doesn't get too crazy at this stage because it's still early part of it. Also, this isn't actually working at the full speed it can yet because we haven't done any upgrades in terms of robots to any of this stuff, but I'm going to leave that for now and work it out when we come to it, when we actually have everything running properly. So let me see, for this stage we need 2 paint undercoat, 6 dry undercoat, 3 paint finish and 7 dry finish. So let me check our funds. They're dropping. I realise an issue, we need to research the... oh, it's because the car is still outselling. How much do I have to drop these by? Am I going to have to sell them at an actual reasonable price? How am I supposed to operate my business under these conditions? There we go, they're all going again. Yeah, so the ratios we need are 2, 6, 3, 7. Let us buy this. And then start the work. And we could just plonk it anywhere and it'll be fine for the moment. Alright, let's just try sticking it here. Leave a bit of space. Want a bit of room to work with here, I think. This is paint undercoat. This we only need 2 of. But then we need 6 of this. So... clever ways of doing this. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to rebuild it here. And then we can just do... this sort of thing here. And then... there we go. That is 6. Very nice. Run the belts down. That went really well. We can work out exactly how they merge in a moment. I guess we'll... oh, let's work. So we need 3 of the next thing. We need 3 of the paint finish. So let's do... this. And then this has to go here, this to here, this to here, this to here. And then this goes straight down to here. These then want to split and merge here. Looks like that's all worked, and that should be good in terms of the ratios and such. Let's connect together the insides. Or the starts, whatever. I think that's... oh, actually, I don't know if that's worked properly. Oh, no, I think it has. I was a little bit worried there that because I'd gone from here to here, it would then get rid of the connection the other way, but it looks like that's all fine. That should all be good. Now we need 7 of the next one, which ruins everything. We can't have the nice ratios anymore. Also, I didn't put the gaps between like I should have, so it wouldn't work anyway. I'm just going to start and see how it lines up. If we do something like this, basically reverse it from what it was before. We're up to 5. Wait, have I done this wrong? They'll lead in, and then... yeah, this one should lead out. That leads out, and then 1 more. There, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fantastic. Conveyor leading into there, then 1 leading into here. One leading into here. Like so, like so, like so. That down to there, that connected there, that looks all fine. This runs down here, this connects, this connects. Also, we want this one to go this way. Makes for a very weird merging system, but it's functional. Actually, I'm going to change that. That is awkward. Doesn't need to be like that. We can do... Sometimes this stuff is really just a pain. There we go, and then this way, this way, this way. Oh, and that's still not quite right. There we go. That's all nice. Make sure these all merge together again. Is that all of them? Yeah, these three here, and then these two here, these two here. They all go together to this one here, and then that can go wherever it feels like. There we go. Then resource importer. There's a spot there. Run this along the side. Send it to here. And here. And then, oh. Deal with that slight weirdness, and there we go. Hopefully that's enough to deal with all the paint demands being on its own. We shall see. How's the money? Doing okay. Cars, is alright. Oh. Money's still dropping overall, but we keep having big spikes when we sell cars, so maybe we'll just do another one of those. Actually, no, the number's still dropping. We may have reached a more stable. I was going to say reached a more stable. Words are hard sometimes. Well, there's so much yellow everywhere. Right, I guess we'll connect this up to the painting stuff to have that all ready and running. After this site... Oh, why didn't it build? I said to build. There we go. Being awkward. Go along this way. Till we get to here. Split it off there. Connect that. That looks all good. Cars will arrive shortly. At a pretty decent speed. Maybe that's once every 120 seconds? I don't know. Probably not quite because we haven't done all the upgrades yet, so not everything will be quite at the speed it can be. But we have run over time, I've just noticed. But we've made decent progress today. We've got all this running and this running. There's not that much of the system left, really. We've got engine, accessories, and electronics, and they're relatively small. There's a little bit to work on with the electronics, but she'll be fine. And then the exports, which will be fine for the moment. Later on, they're going to get more awkward. Someone has suggested, well, a few people have suggested that I just split up the lines when I get to the electronics section, so that instead of having them all come out like here and then have to be sent all over the place, just have it so that at some point it just splits and one goes this direction, one goes this direction. Make it so that there's two smaller sections of belt and it's not quite so awkward. Which is a decent idea. I'll have to have a look at that when we're going. There we go. These have all stopped because they're waiting to be able to continue on to the engine section. Looks like these are all working nicely. Everything's building up everywhere, showing it's all good. Okay, enough of that. We're well over time. We'll continue next episode, and maybe by the end of next episode we'll have the cars being made. I don't know if we'll quite be at that step yet. We shall see. We'll give it a good go. But with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.